Well, good morning. We've decided to take a little bit of a stop over here at the Canyon Coaster here in Williams on our way out. Hopefully they'll let me record. I'm going to try, but we'll see. Well, a bit of a bummer. They will let you record, but you have to have something like mounted to you for the camera, and I just don't have anything with me. I wasn't expecting to do anything. I didn't even know this was here. Anyway, we were going to go on the ride anyway. Just won't be able to film it. Bummer, but I'll see you when we're at the end. Here we go. This should be a hoot. Well, that was quite fun. You know, I didn't get to record with my own camera, but they had one on board that was staring back at me, so you can see this face the whole time. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Check it out. We're going to go ahead and load up in the truck and Brittany's Jesse Jeep Grand Cherokee thing. Anyway, we're going to load up. We're going to start heading east, and our next stop should be Holbrook, where we're going to have a cabin there for the night. I'll catch up with you when we get there. Well, we're just driving along, minding our own business, saw a sign. Brittany hit me up over the radio and said, "Hey, what's Meteor Crater Road do?" And I said, "I don't know." Did some quick research and found out it goes to Meteor Crater, so that's where we are. We're going to check it out. And it's a whole big visitor center. So, why not tag along with us and we'll check it out. They've got either a real or a replica. Oh, it's a test capsule.
Apparently, this says it's one of the 7 wonders.
Is it really?
That's what it says.
Look, this is something we didn't even know was here. There's a sign here.
The
And,
says on the bottom.
and apparently it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. That's not bad. One road trip, 2 wonders of the world. One of them on purpose, one of them not so much on purpose, but that's all right. Wow. Google what? Well, it's on the paper, so it has to be true.
Exactly.
There's an Apollo test capsule. This visitor center is impressive. I had no idea this might be here. Boilerplate 29A, this test capsule named Boilerplate 29A, never flew into space. Instead, the capsule was built in 1965 to test systems that help the Apollo space capsules float upright after a splashdown at sea. The test capsule represents an Apollo command module, the control center for astronauts who travel the moon. The command module is the only portion of the Apollo spacecraft that returned to Earth, glowing red as it entered the Earth's atmosphere, much like a meteor. That was a lot of words. I learned something. I just happened to look at this astronaut and notice the view here through this wall. From afar, from across this courtyard, it looked like a picture window. Apollo astronauts training here. That's pretty amazing. Again, I had no idea this place was even here.
But first, we'll give you a quick look at the history that's all around us here at the site, and then we'll head out to space to experience the astronauts and see your scientific efforts firsthand. We'll send drones to collect samples from the surface.
That's what she came up here for.
Meteor Crater is the best.
This shows a good comparison. Here's the center
on Earth.
parking lot, and that's how big the crater is. Wow. Without impact, Earth, Mars, Venus, and Mercury wouldn't exist. I just heard a thing about that. So the impact site's nearly a mile across, over 3 miles in circumference, and 550 feet deep, large enough to engulf a 60-story building or 20 football fields on the floor of the crater. And you can see a comparison right there with Statue of Liberty, Eiffel Tower. It says, we want to see which is heavier, that meteor.
The next heaviest after the motorcycle.
Meteor.
What else is on there?
Okay, what other options do you have?
You have to see what's the heaviest.
That's from the lightest to the heaviest?
Yeah.
Okay, push the green button to see what the correct answer is.
The lightest is the motorcycle.
The lightest is the motorcycle,
And then,
probably the horse,
and then the horse.
and probably the car.
And then the horse. Let's see.
Oh, the meteor. Oh, right.
I
So
was right.
the largest piece of meteorite ever recovered weighed in at 1,406 pounds.
Yeah.
Good job, Riel.
I want to do it again.
This place is pretty impressive. Shows all the different meteors that have hit. There's Bob. What's up, Bob?
And the fencing that surrounds the mine shaft is 70 by
Yeah, do you know
70.
why how it got so big? It was a big thing.
And then on the bottom right hand corner of that fence, there's a little white figure,
So, like, before
vertical
we
right
first
there.
got space, it was
6-foot astronaut statue.
So now I have to go.
That's just showing you guys someone 6 foot
Yeah.
all the way down at the bottom of the crater. And then visually, it's half a mile. We look at it down there. 550 feet in depth. 1,400 is how far the meteorite went down. But blowing that up, half of 1,400 redepositing right into the crater back.
Like, started
All of that, of what we are today of 550 feet, erosion. High winds that help blow in sediment that helps fill the crater. One of these days, these Category 3 hurricane speeds that get higher and higher, the crater is going to be filled up. It's a good thing you guys came today.
Have you been to the bottom of the crater, Bob? Yeah? When? You made the crater. You did not make the crater.
The early 1900s, nobody ever saw a meteor crater or a meteor impact happen. We knew of these, but not thinking that they happened here on Earth.
No.
Everything that we seen visually, we had to see for ourselves. So in 1891, that's why they would call it volcanic. The only way we ever seen giant holes like this form in the ground. The crater is so well preserved, being in a dry spot. Being in the desert area just helps even more, but even more of that restricting the public. Every time we go off with trail and do everything, go down to the bottom, that's erosion factor. But keeping the public out since the late 80s to the present day has much helped with that reason.
Or before the 80s?
Yeah. Back in the early 60s, people were able to go down, around, all around this place. And then by the time this place getting more strict, it was just because of people taking advantage of certain things about this area. But private property, that's why the crater is even more well preserved. They don't allow people in and around this place because they're private owners. And then on the outside is even protected more. The outside of the crater is surrounded with another family's land, 326,000 acres. You guys passed their sign coming in, Bar T Bar Ranch. Yep. They're a big part of the Crater family. They would be the reason of starting a business here in the early 40s. Back then, it was only about 50 cents to get you in the crater. Sorry, we don't do that no more.
Went on the tour, Bob. You been on the tour? I'll tell you all what, it's windy up here. That film we were watching earlier, that was crazy. It said that you could fill that with 20 football games and have enough stands for 2 million people watching. Can't even imagine what 2 million people looks like. Wow, and all of just like that, the wind is gone. I have never experienced wind patterns like that. Back there it was so windy it was almost blowing you over. I had to hold the hat on my head, then all of a sudden just no wind. I don't even understand. But anyway, we're on a guided tour of the Meteor Crater. This is apparently the best and most perfectly preserved crater on the planet. This planet, not other planets, but this one. They want you to know about that. Anyway, you don't say much, do you?
I've experienced up to 120 mile an hour winds out here.
Wow.
Thank you.
After the first kid, called it quits and went back inside.
Good choice.
But these, like I was saying, these winds help fill the crater. 700 feet out of 50, 60,000 years, the crater has filled in with airborne sedimentary from all around here, 150 feet only. We're looking at the crater now on the width here. It's exactly a mile across from left to right, right to left. It's just short that mile again from north, the rim we stand on, to the south rim back there. Nuclear test sites would be used for this area because of Dr. Eugene Shoemaker, a geologist and a crater hunter who happened just to be in Nevada before coming here. His identification of coesite and stichovite, nuclear test site minerals, only qualities that he've ever seen in a bomb site. When he took this place from bomb crater to meteor crater, it just started going off the map. From meteor crater to moon crater. this place being so in resemblance to the closest thing on Earth that we can get to of a moon crater here. Realistically, you guys are on the Earth's only astronomical site that is so well preserved it's a moon crater. How cool is that? It's not just a meteor crater, it's also our closest thing we can get to of the moon crater without having to go up to space until those tickets are available. But when this place was taken through nuclear test sites, Behringer passed away, 1930s. In the 40s and the 50s, a business started here that was still known through a volcanic identity until the 50s, then going into even more of starting a facility in a different zone. This place is known as a space museum first before an attraction site. Being a space museum here, the crater is allowing certain programs to have grants with this place so they can help fund and research this place or study, survey. We've had all types of groups here from USGS to NASA to even televised programs that do documentary films about this. But when they're here, it's more of a learning experience. When we're out there or down and around, I'm always learning off of these guys that are well more seasoned in what they're talking about. I get my questions answered when I have certain.
Well, I went on the tour and I learned things from a dude named Jeremy. So our tour guide seems to be extremely knowledgeable, and I think it's because of his name. I've noticed his name is Jeremy. That's my name, when I'm not calling myself Jezza, that is. This is yet another site. You know, I said it at the Grand Canyon. I have no words. This is another one that'll make you a bit speechless, take your breath away, except I'm talking, but you know what I mean. We're going to head back inside with our tour guide. We may go over in the self-guided tour area where you can just walk over. There's an observation platform you might check out and probably peruse the gift shop because I like my stickers, you know. Apparently, we're probably getting ready to go to the gift shop, Bob. Maybe there's some photos of you down there. Man, you've got to get better at conversing, my friend. We'll see you later. That was a successful little side adventure. Was able to get my sticker because, you know, I like to collect my stickers. We're going to get back in the truck and the car and finish on our journey over to Holbrook to the next cabin. Well, welcome to tonight's accommodation. We're staying in a lovely little cabin in Holbrook, Arizona. Almost missed a step. Okay. Oh.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Budgie. All right, we come in. Oh, right away. King bed.
No, not
Right there.
king.
Well, queen-ish.
King.
That's fine.
Okay, you're on my
Got a little table. So on the back, we've got some bunk beds. Looks like a full twin situation there. Looks like Boogie's going to get the top bunk.
No.
It smells like wood, like cedar wood in my mind.
It's actually pine.
Fridge, pine. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. Little kitchen, microwave, there's a thing there. Coffee pot, bathroom, toilet. I kind of like the shower. That's approved. All right.
Cool. It's cute.
If anybody's interested, this is a KOA RV park in Holbrook. KOA Journey, I think it says. And I think we have some sort of cooking things. We have a barbecue. We're not going to use it, though, because we're going to go to the Cowboy Cookout and have dinner over there. And anyway, we'll catch back up with you a little later on. So a little sneak peek into tomorrow's plans. We're heading over to the Petrified National Park Forest Painted Desert thing. But here at the KOA in Holbrook, they've got a little piece of one. Check it out. They actually have one here at the KOA. Petrified log, 200 million years old. So this is a little preview of tomorrow's adventures. And right now we're just waiting for dinner. You know, they actually have what they're calling a cowboy cookout. I guess they probably have it every night, but they've got New York steak, they've got burgers and chili and all sorts of chickens and all sorts of good things. I have ordered the New York steak. Just waiting for them to finish that up. Should be delightful. Well, the food has arrived. All right, so what we have here for the bougie is a hot dog with petrified toast, which looks like yummy, just cheese-crusted yumminess. This looks like some sort of sandwich burger, grilled chicken sandwich. All the fixins.
Go get some sauce.
That's the same thing for
Easy
the
with the
wife
table.
there, all the fixins. And here, underneath this petrified toast, is a yummy looking
Mommy can get your
New York
ketchup.
steak. It's chow time. I'll tell you how it goes. Well, that dinner, it was delicious. That bread is magical is what it is. But now we're going to go get changed. We're going to go dip a toe in jacuzzi. Not really. We're going to get in the pool. It's pretty warm outside. The pool seems nice. We're going to enjoy that. And then we'll probably just hang out by the little campfire, have a nice evening. Let me tell you what, we'll see you in the morning.
Before they close.